What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shocker here, 96 Head Joke here with our RGBL Week 2 Team Builder. If you guys are excited, but like you haven't already, subscribe. If you are new, join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'd be thrilling with the king of the crew. I always butcher my intro every single other time, so yeah. Ugh. Oh, I completely forgot I have that there. Whoops. Oh, well. But we are here for Week 2 of RGBL. We are going against Dull and his Ottawa Oddish. And this is a bit of a hit or miss game. I feel like my game is actually good, but it's also where I'm kind of concerned on what I want to bring. I think I want him to over predict on what I was going to bring, so I'm going to win this route. But before we get into what I think he was going to bring, let's go over his team. He's got Mega Pidgeot, Ditto, Estradon, Slurpuff, Infernape, Latios, Vanillix, Rotomo, Honchkrow, Haunter, and Scizor. So, looking at this team, I expect him to prepare for Sun. 100%. The reason why I fully expect him to prepare for Sun, because if you really look at his team, Sun does the work. Like, you look at the dual stab from Shiftry. Shiftry murders this team. It murders this team. Actually, I'm quite curious on something. Does Shiftry... I should have looked this up, but does Shiftry get Weather Ball? He does not, so maybe he's not going to be as scared. And for one reason, this thing gets Heat Wave. So never mind that. But it's definitely one of those mods where I think he's going to really be surprised to see nonetheless. But it's going to be something that can really catch him off guard. But yeah. But looking at his team, I don't like Scissors coming, especially when they have the Sun Core option, stuff like that. He could still bring, even though like Torkoal's not the best fire type. And who knows, I might ditch the Sun route and grab myself a better Dark type and probably a better Fire type potentially. I don't know. That's just up in the air at the point, because then I would probably have to drop one of my higher tier mons for that. But who knows? But Haunter I don't think really comes. Haunter doesn't really match up that well against us. Honchkrow, seeing he's got 2 flyers and he doesn't really want electric spam going against his team. I kind of don't expect Honchkrow really to come, especially when Mega Pidgeot's way better to be brought. Rotomo has potential to show up this week because it's definitely going to be something that we have to be very careful about because it's really annoying versus our team. If we allow it to just do whatever it wants in that type of situation. I think Vanillix is a decently good enough bring because Vanillix can really just set up hail and just ruin weather strategies. Plus, if it's also Scarf, it's also really annoying. But again, with me, something have like things like Excadrill, which with like Hippo that could stop sand and then easily stop you from clicking Aurora Veil or Blizzard, and then me having things like Torkoal, which walled it completely. I just and also I just don't really. I just don't know if he really wants to bring that. It's just one of those things I just couldn't see it, but I only have it on there as a potential bring just because it could be something in case he just doesn't want to deal with my weather. But the joke's going to be on him. We are not bringing weather. Well, we are bringing weather. We're not bringing the weather he's expecting. And I really don't think he's going to be expecting to want to bring this weather nonetheless. But for his team, I think Mega Pidgeot is a massive threat. Normal and flying spam is very dangerous versus my team. It's more so the flying spam. Flying spam is really annoying versus us for a majority of my mons. Ditto is very annoying because it copies stats. Gastrodon is a massive wall, and he has to bring that, otherwise Zeraora can just win the game. Slurpuff, I think, is going to potentially be brought because of sticky webs, because it can be really annoying against my team. He saw how sticky webs or hazards in general were annoying versus my team last time, but we did prove that we didn't need to remove those hazards to win in that type of situation. But I think Infernape comes. I do expect Special Ape, and the reason why I do expect Special Ape is because Special Ape is very annoying versus our team. Either we see something like a Shuka Nasty Plot set or a Choice Spec set. Ape is really annoying because Vacuum Wave is a much annoying priority move. If it's Specs, we could be a really big problem. If it's setup, however, it's not dealy, but we could manage with it. But if it's Air Balloon, then it's not a problem. And I think Latios, because Latios getting the coverage actions they got with Aura Spear and Mystical Fire, definitely think it's going to come because wants to take advantage of that. And if I had to be a betting man, I would bet that this thing is going to be Colba Berry just because of the fact that with Sun being such a massive problem versus his team, I do expect him to want to deal with the Sun more dealable, and then having something that can potentially just drop to something on my side of the field. So do expect the Cobra Berry, but let's go ahead and break down the team that we are bringing this week and kind of go over why we brought it. So we're first off bringing the debut of the Avatar Zero Aura. We're running a mixed Zero Aura set, primarily though physically offensive. However, we have Grass Knot, Plasma Fist, Blaze Kick, and Play Rough, 112 in HP, max attack, 64 in SPDEF, and 80 speed with the hasty nature. The reason why we are running the hasty nature this week is just because it's more of a viable option versus his team, and his team is going to be more so I think more of the special. The only thing I can see being physical versus us is just going to be Slurp Up, but again, Slurp Up can also play special. I think Slurp Up could play special if it wants to counter out Mega Venusaur. And again, I feel like Zero Aura, whether it was going to be the Sun team or the Sand team, I think was definitely a must bring for us this week because it's just so good against this team. Grass Knot guaranteed 2 AKOs, Gastrodon unless it is Rindo Berry. And then the rest of these attacks pretty much hit everything for super effective to neutral damage. We are faster than everything on his team, so if anything is confirmed to be Choice Scarf, they will reveal it to us. But I don't know if he's going to be bringing anything that's going to be Scarf this week. So definitely something to kind of know with that. But Plasma Fest hits everything for super effective damage. Blaze Kiss will annihilate Scissor. It also has a good check to evolve the Vanillix and a good check to the Rotom. And then Play Rough hits the Latios for super effective damage. I could have gone for knockoff instead of Play Rough. Actually, do I really need Play Rough? Play Rough is only for it. You know what? We're gonna switch it to knockoff. We're gonna switch it to knockoff because that way we can be able to hit it still super effectively, but also be able to do some damage. Plus, I'm pretty sure 2 knockoffs should be enough unless it's a bulky Latios. Then it can be run. Again, if it's Culver, we break the Culver, which is also really good for it as well in case we do have any other dark moves on our team, which spoilers we don't. But obviously, you can see we're bringing sand, but we're bringing a unique sand this week. I'm really risking it with the sand I'm bringing this week. But we're bringing Rapid Spin, Swords Dance, Earthquake, Iron Head, Excadrill here, Driller here, with the Choppleberry. Now, why do I have the Choppleberry? If for some reason he sacks something off to me, and that ape is either Sash, Shuka, if I get a source on them before it comes in against me, I annihilate that thing 100%. The main reason we have a Choppleberry is to stop Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave was such an annoyance against our team. Plus, this is also a really good way to work outside of it in case he is going to go for the Aura, in case Latios goes 1v1 against us with Aura Spear outside of Sand. So I felt it was another backup insurance policy to get rid of Latios. Because Latios could be a little annoying versus us in this type of a match, but I generally think Excadrill is going to put in a lot of good work this week. I think Excadrill can do a lot of good things. We can stand up. Sandrill is going to be basically putting in a lot of work. We do have the Rapid Spin to remove Sticky Webs from our side of the field. I feel like Sticky Webs is going to be more critical to my Zera. I think my Zera is going to be one of my May wins to win this game, essentially. So I definitely got to be careful with that. So, but I honestly think Drill can put in a lot of work this week, and I think this is the first time I've really been running Jolly on my Drill instead of Adamant. But I'm running Jolly for that factor. There's also speed and its bulk, which I think is really good. And I think this also does make sure I am faster than Vanillix. No, it's not. But Vanillix can't really. I can live one hit from Vanillix, so if I have to. But I'm just running Muskie with the Sand Rush as well. We are banning Banded. We are enough speed to outspeed everything on his team. We are making sure we're also faster than Rotom. So basically, with Sands up, we're faster than everything in his team with a natural speed instead of a choice scarf speed and everything like that. So that's really good. We're on 100 HP, 96 SPDEF, max attack, adamant with a choice band, crunch, fire fang, strength, and facade. Crunch is only there if I want to get almost guarantee the knockout pretty much on Latios. Fire fang is only there for the ones that are weak to fire. Well, most likely Scissor. And other than that, we're just spamming strength facade. So again, I don't care if you burn me. I don't care if you toxic me. I will cripple you, which is really, really good. So definitely really good run. The facade attack would have worked last week. We got to show it off, but we sadly didn't. So just showing off that it can work, and it will work if we can get a position. And obviously, we're bringing Sand Team Mons. We got to bring the Sand Bringer herself. But I am really risking it this week. We are bringing Hippowdon without the Smooth Rock because I didn't think weather was a main focal point I wanted this week. I feel like if I give a main focal point of weather this game, it's just going to be really hard for my team to really want to break through the most part of his team. So definitely something to really kind of go from there. But we're running Toxic, Slack Off, Earthquake, and Ice Fang. Ice Fang is really just there for Latios, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And yeah, but we're running Toxic for just to being annoying against the most of his team. Slack off for Roll Recovery, Earthquake, and then like I said, Ice Fang kind of just for that. It also hits the Rotom. I want a potential switch it, which is really good. I really didn't think I need Stealth Rocks this game. He seems not really that weak to rocks and that type of situation. But I definitely think Hippowdon can really rely. We are bringing pretty much a fully Spadef one this week because we can be able to take hits with on the special side, 172 in HP, 60 special, 60 in attack, 24 in defense with a careful nature. Like I said, we can take hits from. We should be able to take a non-boosted Grass Knot easily from Hippowdon. We take all the moves from Latios. We deal with Gastrodon clicking moves against us, except if it burns us, and that's kind of a useless thing. But overall, I think Big Mama can put in a lot of good work. Up next, we're bringing potentially what could be a win con if I can actually position and get this in correctly. So what we have to do is never click Calm Mind yet. Either we go on the offensive or we click sub. We never going to raw click Calm Mind just because it's going to be one of those things that if we do, it's going to be really bad for us if we do. So we are running max HP, 24 defense, 108 special attack, and 124 Spadef with Calm Nature. Again, his whole team is roughly special. So that's where I'm going to take the advantage of it. We're running Calm Mind. And with pretty much a Calm Mind, I should be able to eat any one hit, and I should never be roughly 3 or 4 KO'd by anything on his team, which is really good to know. But generally speaking, I definitely think this is a really good matchup for Primarina to really kind of shine and really put in a lot of work. I was thinking of running Ice Beam, but I felt like, you know what, there's no real reason to run Ice Beam when I can probably 2 KO Rotom with my Moonblast. So, yeah, but Surf plus Moonblast really just hits everything for super effective neutral damage. So, I definitely think Primarina can put in a ton of work in this game. And last but not least, we are bringing our type. We're bringing Savali. We are bringing double electric, which is slightly risky against a team like this, especially with Gastrodon. But again, it's Gastrodon, so it's a quad weakness ground type. So again, if we can focus around that, that's where we're going. We are running electric for mostly the reason of Mega Pidgeot, because again, Pidgeot can be a little bit of a problem versus our team if we don't carefully. If it doesn't have really good normal stab versus us, which I highly doubt, I probably expect something like U-Turn, Roost, Hurricane, and maybe Heat Wave. I would say probably the set for sure against us. We are running Parting Shot for momentum purposes. We are running Grass Pledge for the Rotom. For the Gastro Ice Beam for the Rotom as well. It's also a way to kind of deal with Latios if it's a little annoying. It's also not a bad move to hit. Blah, 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 blah. Hit the Pidgeot in case we don't want to risk going for multi attack, and then I just have multi attack on there just to have stab, which can hit a lot of some of his team. We are running fully Spadef really pretty much this week with 20 max HP, 40 in Spadef, 40 in special attack, 108 Spadef with sassy nature, and running 28 speed. Now we do have a negative speed nature, but I'm running the 28 speed so that we can still be faster than zero speed invested Rotom, because I do see Rotom, I do see more of a bulky Rotom than a offensive Rotom, so there's that. But I generally think Rotom can put in so much good work this game, and I think Rotom can actually Savali can put in some good work. I think Savali's job here is just to really trying to help chip things down and kind of bring things in. So definitely gonna be something really important to know there. But again, as you can see, I do have roughly 2 setup options on my team. Again, I don't think I think I planned around Ditto correctly. I think we planned the rest of his team really correctly. I am really risking it with the sun, but I think with the sand instead of the sun. But I think it's definitely going to be what can benefit us this game. But yeah, if you guys are excited, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'll be fun with the king of the crew. But until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shocker. I will see you guys next time. Peace.